we're trying to get everybody, all the young kids out there, kind of involved and interested in engineering. Obviously, the engineering field, we can't hire enough people in it right now. So the more people we can get interested, the more people we can backfill the positions that are needed right now. We typically design everything outside of the building. However, that's what I say for our company. Other companies actually are structural engineers, which have a civil background. They design things inside the buildings. There's also bridge engineers that are kind of combinations of structural engineers and what we're doing. As far as everything outside the building goes, we're looking at sidewalks, pavements, parking lots, designing the grading, maybe a courtyard, those kind of things. And then we also do all the utility networks. So we're working on the design for the storm sewers, the sanitary sewers, making sure that we treat any of the rainwater for water quality, which means that we're trying to get the sediment out of the water and not pollute our streams when we're releasing it back into those streams. We also make sure that the sites have good fire access, make sure that we've got the water line and everything set up to where the fire department can hook up to the water line and actually put out a fire. And then we also make sure that we have a proper flood route on the site, and that's so that if all of our storm sewers have clogged up or are filled up and there's a large rain event, it doesn't flood the building. The water will flood route overland and get out of there without flooding the building or cars or any other things. So. I always enjoyed working outside, watching large machines that could move dirt around, and just the change that they brought to a certain site, just anticipating what kind of new development would be in there. Always wanted to be a part of something that was changing a community, and civil engineering is just that. Whether it's improving the infrastructure in the community, or doing new public utility upgrades, or if it's designing a large industrial site or a new business park or anything like that. Whatever we're doing is going to change a community, and it's just nice to be a part of that. That liability is a huge issue. We are obviously liable for the safety of others on our sites. We're liable for any flooding that occurs. And so with that, the main thing that I like to focus on, in addition to the safety, is the flood routing, and just making sure that if our storm network clogs up, that we have proper flood routing to get the water away from the building and away from the cars, and not damage anything on site. So it's just creating a solid overland flood route that will make sure that that water gets away from everything. Get into a co-op program. I've seen engineers that have come through co-op programs. I've seen engineers that haven't come through co-op programs, and there is no substitute for the amount that you can learn out on the job. You can learn all you want in the classroom. It is very important to get that classroom background so that you understand the mechanics behind everything, but you will never be able to replace the actual experience of working with engineers and learning from other engineers before you actually enter into the profession.